It's mid-morning in Nicholasville, just another Friday. But a group of pastors wants to shake up the norm.
What do you think about what we're trying to get done?
I think it's a great idea, Pastor.
Pastor Moses Radford, seen on your left, and Pastor Daniel Lee want this Confederate statue on the Jessamine County Courthouse grounds removed.
It will take place, and I'm hoping and trusting that it won't be a heartache and a headache getting it done.
The pastors say it's all about symbolism.
But we that know better know what it stands for: white supremacy, slavery, racism.
Now a coalition of about 24 Jessamine County pastors from different backgrounds have come together in a Facebook video to take down this statue and move it half a mile down Main Street to the Maple Grove Cemetery, where other Confederate soldiers are buried. We've been told this issue goes back 40 years. We asked the pastor why he thinks the removal hasn't been accomplished.
Why? That's a good question. The ones that's in the seats that have the authority to get it removed have not made that move.
One person he believes has the authority is Judge Executive David West.
You know, there's three things that can be done. You can retain it, you can rework it, or you can remove it.
Right now, the issue is in a conversation phase. There's no timeline on movement. So why is it on courthouse grounds? We asked the Southern Poverty Law Center, a civil rights legal advocacy organization.
It's there in front of the courthouse to intimidate Black Americans so that they feel like the claim to justice is not the same for them.
The statue was erected in 1896. Richard Lucas, the president of the Jessamine County Historical Society, says it was placed there after the Maple Grove Cemetery wouldn't allow it on its property. He says it faces the cemetery in honor of the Confederate soldiers who re-entered there from Camp Nelson. Lucas gave us a statement saying, given the history, including the thoughts of those who initially had it placed, I and those I have had conversations within our society believe the statue should be left in place, lest we forget. End quote. But the pastors disagree and are pushing forward with removal.
At 6'7", 350 pounds, if I'm standing on your foot, accidentally or purposely, one reality is I'm hurting you. And if I choose not to move and you're telling me that I'm hurting you, what does that say about me?
In Nicholasville, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.